On May 25th, the Cathedral Church of the Holy Trinity begins its 200th anniversary celebration of dedication. So join us on the 25th of each month for glimpses of our past as we imagine and dream our way into the future. Take a glimpse with us as we celebrate. Look out on all of our social media platforms for glimpses of Holy Trinity Cathedral.
Now, celebrating this 200th anniversary has brought back some memories for me as an individual. Growing up in Holy Trinity Cathedral, one of the main memories I can throw my mind back in terms of my development is what we would have called the Holy Trinity Cathedral Adventurers. Now, this group was run by one Miss Tekla Bailey and at the time Gerald Hendrickson, who is now Deacon Hendrickson. Now, that group, of course, consisted of a lot of 10, 11-year-olds and people in their mid-teenage years, where we actually met on a Saturday evening from around 2 o'clock in the afternoon to 6 in the evening. And the adventures actually started where we met for fellowship. We did different activities, Bible study, art and craft. We even did learn to ballroom dance with one Miss Jean Joseph, who has unfortunately passed away, and Miss Dorothy Yates, who taught us molding, and we got to paint it and stuff like that. But one of the other important aspects of the Holy Trinity Cathedral Adventurers was the Holy Trinity Cathedral Strikers Sports Club, where we, after the fellowship of the group, we went into the car park and we either played cricket. So cricket was one of our main sports as the Holy Trinity Cathedral Strikers. We also participated in, or we held an annual Diwali event, table tennis. For those of you who don't know, table tennis was an actual part of our fabric of the Holy Trinity Cathedral Strikers. So we met every Friday evenings in the parish hall where the chapel is now, and we played from around 5 till about 8 o'clock in the evening. Those were some of the very fond memories of that aspect of my development in Holy Trinity Cathedral. I actually started coming to Trinity later on in, let's say, as I said, at 11, where I got confirmed at 12, just before I had passed for secondary school. And at that time as well, Trinity Cathedral had the very first boys choir, I think in the diocese. Sorry, in the diocese. I know the other one was in the province of the Diocese of Barbados, the St. Michael's Cathedral Boys Choir. And that was another experience, and that was run by the now deceased Esther Batson. And at that time, we had boys just coming in, and that formed the fabric of the what we used to have at that time, the 9:30 service. And of course, the boys' choir will join with the main choir for special services. But we learned to sing, we learned to harmonize. We had many different concerts. We sang at different times in the diocese, at different churches in the diocese. And then it moved from the boys' choir into the folk choir, into the scouts, into Girl Guides. So we had a lot of a large youth presence on the church compound. It also led me to serving as a president of the youth group. Now, Trinity Cathedral is unique in that it molds you into wanting to do more. And this wanting to do more was fueled a lot by one, Dean Nolly Clark at the time, who is now retired, who also encouraged me and saw something special in me. And it allowed me to start my teaching career at one of the parish schools, Richmond Street Boys Anglican, where I started teaching in 1997 at the tender age, I wouldn't tell you, at 18. starting my teaching career at Richmond Street Boys Anglican. So he was one of the driving forces behind not only encouraging me, but also encouraging youth activity on the whole and youth in the parish of Holy Trinity Cathedral. And then, my mother, those of you who don't know, is Margaret Stewart, who is now deceased, also had a hand in me being a part of the fabric of Holy Trinity Cathedral, not just serving in the youth choir, but also encouraging me to be a part of vestry. So I was a member of vestry for a number of years. Just recently, I served another year from 2022 to 2023. And that has also encouraged me to, hone skills that I would have learned and gathered throughout the years, serving on different committees, not just vestry, but also worship committee. And Trinity is such a vibrant church, even though we are not in our main building, but we continue to foster good fellowship, foster good leadership. And no matter, although we would have changed parish priests and the deans would have changed, now we have Dean Reverend Shelley, who has now taken on that mantle and still continues to encourage young persons to serve in the ministry of the church. I know sometimes we say that the laborers are few, but the harvest is plenty. But we tend to do, and as I said, we tend to foster that initiative and help people to grasp that initiative where we want to serve. And celebrating this 200th anniversary has more or less lit a fire under the parishioners to want to serve more, to want to serve better, because we live in a time where it is harder to live that Christian life, right? But Trinity is such that it continues to soldier on, and it developing me as an individual, developing me as a leader. I can see over the years, and as I throw my mind back to all those things, those memories that I've just had, or that I've had, it showed me that, we could stand for another 200 years. Remember, as you said, the church is not just the building, but the people who have come and gone, and all the servants, the good servants who have come and gone, have showed us that Trinity will stand, right, for the next 200 years. So those are some of the memories that have stuck with me over the years, and I want to wish our parish church happy anniversary. Thank you.